I said to myself, I want to get a PB in that race. I want to get past the 101, did exactly what I said. Day before, night before the race, as always, a little bit quiet. To be honest, it was just me and Jay that went up, so it was very chilled, and everyone met me on race day, so it was pretty busy, which ultimately that helped me feel as good as I could. Went straight to media when we got to London, so there wasn't much time to kind of like be in your head. Then got to race day and I was like, it's a long day to be in your thoughts, isn't it? But yeah, finished media and then I had time to kind of like decompress. Did some kind of like relaxation stuff on the night before just to try and keep my mind at ease. Bit of breath work, bit of yoga, and then race day came and I was feeling, you never feel prepped. You almost feel like, oh no, I'm not prepped enough, I haven't eaten the right ways. But I always say to myself, and I'm sure anyone can agree, that on race day, only about 20% of the things go to plan. Prep-wise, like those few days you can plan as much as you need, but it doesn't always go to plan, and I've probably had more that hasn't gone to plan than has gone to plan.
You just had enough. Back here again.
So today we've got my competitor who gave me, hang on a sec, let me rewrite that. When we were in Phoenix, she sent a load of wasps for me. She sent them to come for me, sting me so I couldn't race. Anyway, we've got Lauren Stockley here. Me and Lauren are doing our elite doubles race tomorrow.
We are indeed.
7:30 p.m.
Nice and late.
Just finished our, another bit of media.
I dragged Charlie in for another day.
Yeah.
It's a bit easier doing it as doubles, I thought, the media, than when you do it like as a single.
Yeah, I ended up putting a wobble on her head. Yeah, big one tonight, and then we're just catching up, me and Lauren. And then tomorrow we'll come and race again.
Try not to lose my voice so scream at you tonight.
Well, put it this way, you should have seen me and Lauren on our solo race compared to the next day on our
It's just a lot more
doubles
calm,
race.
isn't it? Like, it's a lot less pressure,
Yeah,
I think.
it is. I think you don't help one another when you're doing a solo, whereas like the vibe's so much nicer, you've got someone to share it with, it's more exciting.
I think it's nice as well, like, we have different strengths, like, you're the runner, so holding on to you for the run, and then like mine's sort of like the sleds. So you know, like the stuff that you struggle with, you know the other person's better at. So it's like, it's not as, you don't get to the burpees and you're like, oh God, I have to do this whole like the burpees.
It's a nice contrast, like you don't actually have to die the full hour on your own.
Yeah.
You die with someone else, and a 15-second breather.
It does make a difference, I think.
It does help, yeah.
I do, it's good fun. Do you know, I just think like, we have the same humour, like we're actually good friends. I just think, like we know, like we do, in our doubles we don't hardly even speak to each other.
Well, you can.
We can't, we're trying to die in our
But you think you can, you really
Breathing
can.
too
You
much.
don't talk about anything, you're
But
just
like,
going,
we just
left,
know.
to your left.
We just know when to switch, we know when, like, I'm not going to be offended if Charlie's like, get off, if I'm slowing down, like it's just, yeah, we'll bust a gut to do as much as we can.
Well, we were practicing before Phoenix, like we've never raced. We've raced once together.
Yeah.
And before we were in Phoenix, in the warm-up area, we were practicing our handovers for like the carries and how we're going to do it. So it just kind of, it shows like, you would have thought watching us in Phoenix the way we were switching and changing, like we knew each other and been training for that long. But I think when you trust someone and you've got a great relationship and stuff, you just almost know how they feel.
Like, it is easy. Like I think that's what helps settle the nerves, is in like, I know in warm up I've got you.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, everyone else in the Elite 15, they're lush, but when you know that you've got someone there, it's just a bit more calming. But yeah, good.
Qualify
for
world champs. We have to. That is the goal.
It's going to hurt, it'll hurt, but...
World champs or... Oh, I don't want to say
Die
or.
trying.
Nah, we want to get world champs in Warsaw. We've got obviously 2 opportunities there. If we do qualify with a good time tomorrow, we'll qualify for Warsaw Major, which is the last one of the season. So there's 2 chances.
It's not like this is the last chance. Like, it'd be good, obviously it'd be great to qualify tomorrow, but if we don't, we still have Warsaw to do it. But I definitely think we can do it.
We can.
At some point, we can.
And then, yeah, it was just like in the kind of like walkthroughs and in the changing rooms and with all the girls, we were actually just kind of like laughing, really. It was quite nice. There was a couple of people, big shout out to Kat and Jade. I said to Kat especially that she actually kept me very calm. She kind of just stayed normal with me, which we had a laugh and that made me go into the race at a lot more ease rather than in silence in the changing rooms, not knowing what to say or do. But yeah, as soon as you're on that line and the gun goes, you're in the zone straight away. Honestly, if you're not nervous and you're not excited, then you don't enjoy what you're doing. You need to have those feelings. I've started to take control in my races now a little bit more. Before, I was struggling to make the decisions of what I should do as an athlete, when I should push. After my previous races, I was like, okay, I've always had a lot more in my tank.
From England, make some noise for Charlie Sue!
I've been scared of what if it messes my race up, but I just thought, you know what, push a little harder now. Honestly, the penalty in the race, I didn't know what it was exactly. I still to this point don't. It does dishearten you when you're racing, and it does give you a little kickback, but you know, I've dealt with a lot of like kickbacks in races now.
Let's go, come on. Yeah. Forget about it, push that. Now we risk it then. She's looking good though, like she's fast. Let's just see what happens. I just wanted to risk it a little bit now. See what she's got in the tank now. You've got to risk it now.
Wall balls have always been my weaker point, and I'll hand on heart say that. First set, I just went on, tried to push as many as I could out. However, I was getting a lot of no reps. It started to dishearten me a little bit throughout the race. I was battling my mind in that because I was thinking, oh my God, I'm dropping so many spots now. And then I knew I had to wait in that box another 15 seconds when the wall balls were done. I said to myself, I want to get a PB in that race. I want to get past the 101, did exactly what I said. Felt great, knew that I had a little bit more in the tank, and yeah, wall balls and penalties, that's just the way racing is.
Well done. Oh my God, I'm sick. Thank you. I saw you at the end. I saw you when I ran. You like saw the gate thing and he just put it there. I was like, it really put me off because he's so distracting me there. I won't. Every time's increased by like a minute. You know what I mean? You don't want
Oh yeah, baby. See you on we're gonna have a barbecue and watch it on TV. Guinness Zero and blackcurrant.
Yeah, I told everyone. I told everyone.
Me and Lauren, we've only ever raced, that was our second race together. We've trained together once since Phoenix. I think when you've got a good relationship and you're good athletes, you don't necessarily need loads of time with one another or loads of training time. You just kind of go off each other. We had a little briefing of what we were going to do, but yeah, straight into it. The race itself felt amazing. I knew that we knew that where we would roughly stay the whole race. I thought, God, we're in for a good chance. We're in to win this. I saw a clear path coming into those lunges, and me and Lauren, we love a lunge. So I thought, do you know what? I'm going to absolutely risk it now. Playing it safe, you're not going to get anywhere. So I thought, right, it's a clean slate here, open up and go. And then from there on, I was like to Lauren, I was like, right, mate, just hold on to me now on the last run. And then wall balls, went in for it. Again, with the wall balls, I opened up, let Lauren have a rest. Lauren's nice and fast on the wall balls, let her have a chunk in the middle. And we got to 70 reps, I think 60 or 70, and I thought, I can't drop this ball now. So I had to gamble and just go unbroken, and yeah, best feeling in the world crossing the line.
99!
You can't put anything on that feeling. Crossing that line with Lauren, I've never ever, and I said it to everyone, I've never experienced a feeling like it. Nothing, absolutely nothing can compare to that feeling of crossing that line, and all the emotions and just looking over to everyone, and even like just not even family, like just everyone in the crowd. Like it was really like so special. It was so special, and it was just it wasn't even the feeling, it was the race itself, like the way that it just kind of went from that. You know, me and Lauren were so like hovering that whole race, just coming in and just there, and then yeah, having everyone backing you like that, people screaming at you. Yeah, what an experience, a moment that I'll treasure and never ever forget, because yeah, no one can take that feeling away.
Real briefly, like, just surmise what happened.
Yeah, I don't want to go over it too much. I don't want to sit here and drown in my sorrows about it. But in summary, across the line, you know, we were awarded first spot, given our checks, interviews. We got drug testing, left the arena, and I think it was 11 o'clock at night. I had a missed call from Matt Locke, the race director, and Joe, my agent. I picked up the call to Joe first, and he said, I'm so sorry, Char, to be the person to give you the news, but you and Lauren have gotten a minute penalty. So basically someone picked up in the race. You would have seen it on High Rocks World page, but someone picked up in the race something. I cut a corner on the sled, and it was appealed after the race, but only told 3 hours later, published online as well before it came to me, which obviously the moral of the story is we were so upset by giving the news 3 hours post-race on the way home, and to be presented with it online was tough. Yeah, so from that, High Rocks have actually now taken away the appeal system, or they've made a couple of adjustments to High Rocks racing, which is great, but you know, it did have to cost us our qualification spot, you know, and that victory. However, me and Lauren, you know, we aren't the type of people to sit down. And I've, you know, been through this now a few times. So, yeah, knocked me down 10 times, I'll get back up 11. And that is really all I'm going to say on that note. We're going to move on from it now. And we are absolutely riled up. Fire is in the belly for Warsaw. So, yeah, that is all I've got to say on the situation. Is me and Lauren, watch us coming back for that title in Warsaw, because we're ready for it now. Training is going to be intense, but I can't wait to get back out there and go and get what is ours. That's all I've got to say, really.